3 months. I enjoy living here. It's not a bad place at all. Oh, goddamn. Almost twisted my damn foot. That would have sucked. Man, these live streams are super raw, aren't they? Raw and real, just like I like it. Raw and real. You fumble your words, you slip on a fucking sidewalk, you can't cut it out, can you? Which is nice because I don't have to edit as well. I'm walking home. I just had a coffee with 2 friends where we talked deep about life and how we can improve. We set our goals, something I'm trying to do every month. And I've figured out some really deep things about the future. So it's gonna be very loud here, so I'm gonna keep on walking. I don't have a microphone, so I have to cross the street where it will be less loud. So bear with me on the noise a little bit, I'm sorry about it. But I wanted to talk about how I fell off in the last year. And I guess my version of falling off isn't as bad as you would think. But I had an honest look at my life today and yesterday, and I think I am not as far as I want to be. And I want to change a lot of habits. And in this video, I'm going to tell you 10 habits that I want to change that are going to put me on track to become the millionaire, traveling, playboy, slash amazing father, slash amazing business person, slash inspirational person that's going to help the world and also live a dream life. First things first, habit 0, get a haircut. Sorry guys, my hair's fucked. It is what it is. Listen, I'm not on boot camp. I'm having a week off. Let me look. I like looking fucking ruggedy. It's really nice. I don't give a flying fuck what people think. So that also is good. So I'm gonna cross the street here. Literally no setup today, just holding my phone horizontally with my hand. My hand is starting to get a little bit tired, but it's like a little workout for me, a little arm workout. So yeah, habit 0, get a fucking haircut and trim your goddamn beard, which I will do later. And I have my notebook in my pocket. Just let me get to a place where I can sit down for a moment and read off some of these things. Also have a coffee here, which I want to chug. Ah, here's a good trash can. And of course, the entire time, if you have any questions, okay, now I can hold you guys with 2 hands. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. What is that, a bug? Ah. Huh, okay. It's a cloudy day in Budapest. All right. Whew, goddamn. Okay. Let's pull out the trusty notebook. I had a brainstorming session with 2 of my friends, sorry. And we talked about our 5-year goal, our 1-year goal, and the habits that will get us there right now. Long story short, what I learned from this brainstorming session is that I need a home base, a proper home base. And a couple things that I realized is I might have to move back to America, United States, because I find that it's very hard to build a proper home base in a country where you don't speak the language. And I could learn the language, but there's so many differences in culture that it's hard to build really, really strong connections. I'm thinking Florida. Florida could be the move. Number 2, I have to live in a place or have a home base. I'll always be traveling the world, but I have to have a home base where I can run boot camp immersions, meetups, because that's the core of my job, which is teaching social dynamics. Florida, again, checks off those boxes. And then lastly, I have to have a home base where I enjoy the culture and enjoy the dating life, most importantly, the dating life. And I lived in Florida for a year. It was one of the best years of my life. So it's an option. And now I'm going to read the daily habits and also financial goals. Personally, I would be happy with 25K per month. I boiled down the things I want in my lifestyle, having kids, traveling, like the nice amenities, nice apartment, massages, nice food, all these things. And I'm a greedy little motherfucker. 25K would be great. Mr. Phillip, he said LOL, not sure what's funny. My face is kind of funny. And I'll be streaming for about 30 minutes, sir. Good to see you again, man. I remember you on the last one, I believe. So now that you know my goals, and I'm not gonna get in specifics on how I'm gonna achieve it, I did that with my friends. But now I wanna talk about the daily habits to get me to my goals. Well, first I'm gonna actually talk about my dream life. What would my dream life look like? First off, what I really realized is important to me is, let me just bookmark this so I don't lose it. Having homies around me. Right now, I flew in one of my best friends. His name is Sean. And just the deepness, the depth of our conversation. I approach a lot of people every day. I talk to a lot of people, but the depth, it's hard to find depth of conversation. Not just quantity, but quality. And I realized I not only want, but I need to have homies like Sean around me where we can chat and vibe. You guys saw it in the live stream. We do that all day. That live stream isn't a live, that's us all day. We talk like that. And I realized that is such a huge part of my life. Shout out to the Ramada. My mom used to work at a Ramada back in the day for many, many years. And I used to be a little kid in the back room with all the cleaning ladies because she couldn't afford daycare. So I'd be folding clothes or folding sheets in the back of the Ramada. A lot of good memories at that Ramada. So if I ever stay in Budapest and I need a hotel, I'm gonna choose that for the memories. And I realized that in Budapest, Hungary, I have my community, but it's all centered around game, which by the way, I'm a little burnt out on game. I ran too many immersions this year and I'm almost done. Taking a week off so that I come back strong for my next few immersions. And yeah, my relationships here, my connections, my friendships are centered around game. I'm not a big game fucking addict like I was last year. Boys, if you knew what happened last year, it's the most degenerate life I've ever lived. Hey, how are you? Hey, batty bow. His two friends there. Okay, I thought she was smiling at me. She was smiling at the girl behind me. Shit, I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. Listen, game. Man, and that's kind of what I do in these live streams. If anyone like laughs or smiles at me, I engage with them. And that's in life in general, I do that. Game is where most of my connections are, but I realized I can't just, my entire life is not just going out anymore. I'm dating girls. I want real connections. I want more of a life. And there's not many friends here. And making friends with locals here, it just isn't working out. And I realized it's because of the language barrier, but also cultural differences, man. Cultural difference. Game, bro, like approaching game. Come on, man. What the fuck? It's the game, bro. Come on, man. Although, you know what's funny? Whenever I go out with a bunch of guys, like I had a meetup where we had 13 guys, we tell everybody that we're gamers. Everyone asks, how do we meet? Because, and my arm's getting tired, I have to switch, jeez. There's Italian guy, French guy, German, English, Canadian, me, Americans, like all kinds of people at this meetup. It's genuinely sick. And you're all together and they're like, wait, how did you guys all meet? It doesn't make any sense. And we came with a lot of like lies and funny stories, but the best story that makes girls like you the most is you say this. We're a bunch of gamers. We used to play League of Legends together. We met online and we decided to all come to Budapest and play the game of life and talk to strangers and have a lot of fucking fun. So that's it. So I realized that I want to live in a place where I can actually make real friends. So it's funny because I lived in Bali for 6 months and I felt like everything that Bali had, Budapest is lacking. But also everything Budapest has, Bali is lacking. It's interesting, but I want to find one place that's kind of best of both worlds. And yeah, that is a big non-negotiable for me. Number 2 is all the amenities in life. Number 3, you have to live in a place where your dating life is amazing. That's one of the most important part because you're going to have kids with that person eventually. And I want to date a feminine, traditional, amazing girl. My guess is when I move, or if I move to Florida, I'll be dating a Latina. But a Latina who is also American and grew up in the same culture, but has that influence from South America, from her parents, and is a little bit more traditional and feminine. And I actually used to date a girl like that, and it was the best relationship I've ever had. So, yeah, man. Do you really think it's because of the cultural thing or language barrier? Because you don't meet so naturally through shared interest? I don't count clubbing as shared interest. Yeah, brother, I actually don't just only club. And I do believe that is cultural differences and a lack of language, but it's mostly cultural differences. Yeah, I do think. And also in Hungary, it's very much like tight-knit. Like there's Hungarians and then you're not a Hungarian. Now, they make you feel welcome as a guest, but you don't feel like I'm part of the club. Now, if I learned Hungarian, it could be possible, but people here aren't motivated. My friends, my best friends, are people who are fucking motivated. We talk deep about life. Like how I'm talking to you now is how I talk to my friends. I don't talk to like random, like strangers like this. And the only way to get a deeper connection is if we have shared interest. You have to have shared interest. And I'm interested in entrepreneurship. I'm interested in game. I'm interested in, I guess, health and wellness. But in my experience, this place has everything I need in dating. It's almost too much, like way too much, and not enough what I need in the more friendship area with the men. Whereas in Bali, it had everything in friendship. Like there's so many motivated guys and friends I could connect with, but it didn't have any girls I would ever want to date. So I don't think it's because I'm trying to make friends at the club. I think honestly, I think that's an unfair assessment of me. Like I'm not just living at the club every night. It's kind of retarded, but it triggers me because I'm kind of just burnt out on game as well. It's like the last thing I even want to do when I'm off of immersions. You have that with the friends, and I agree, but you need to find it with the girl. What with the girls? Like entrepreneurship? No, dude. The girl department is actually amazing here. What do you mean by, I don't know what you mean by you need to find that with girls. I don't want I will have friends who are girls who are a little more masculine and they want to be a friend to me more in that way. But I find that as far as dating, it's the last thing. I mean, shared interest with girls, yeah, sure. I mean, dude, shared interest with girls, come on, bro. Like, there's build attraction and girls kind of mold themselves to you. That's the real reality of it. Like, if a girl's really into you, all of a sudden she likes all the things you like, she likes the movies you like, you guys can try, like I play paddle with my girl, and I hope that answers your question. Girl department's amazing in Budapest. There's so much talent here. But having real friends here is a bit hard. But anyways, I kind of want to get off this tangent because I think I've made it clear enough. Now I want to talk about a few habits, and the title of this is I Fell Off, because these are habits that I brainstormed for the last month, thinking about what can I do to really, what laws, like what fundamental habits can I have that will bring me the most happiness, wealth, friendships, and success in life, whatever you want to define that. And I boiled it down to about 10 habits. I actually have a lot more, but a lot of them are kind of like personal and specific. But number one is a clear mind. Bro, I gotta stop the scrolling, man. And it's not bad. It's not like 4 hours a day, but it's probably about 30 minutes to an hour a day. And I don't think that's acceptable at all. I think it's more damaging than we realize. I think it messes up a lot of your brain chemicals, makes you less motivated. It makes you less clear on what you want to do in life, and it makes you a lot more distracted and less creative. I think it's actually more damaging than I think. And starting the day with scrolling and ending it with scrolling and a little bit of scrolling in between is one of the most damaging things you could possibly do. I want a clear mind. It's more about protecting my mind against outside influences. You're basically opening the door to a bunch of random things to influence you, which could be good. You may stumble upon a reel that inspires you, or you might stumble upon a reel that just kind of triggers you negatively. And then the ultimate crack of social media is X, Twitter. You get on there and you just, man, after a Twitter session, I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I do that? It feels terrible. Like you watch, like it feels terrible for the brain. Jake has a good question here. Heard lots of boot camps in Budapest going on, including with James Marshall and UMP. Is it flooded with day gamers? Day game is a bit saturated here in the most saturated part, in the most high volume area. But the thing about Budapest is the whole city is stacked. So you don't have to be in the day game areas. And I find that outside of the day game areas, where just anywhere in the city in general, there's tons of baddies, maybe less volume, more receptive, and way better. That being said, when you approach in the day game area, it will happen many times. Before you even open your mouth, they're like, no. They know right away based on how you're dressed and how your demeanor. And there are ways to get over that. And I can show you one right here. We'll see. I'm out of momentum as my first approach. Hey guys, do you guys know if, you guys are just beautiful. I want to say hi. I'm doing a live stream today. Where are you from? Hungary. Sziasztok. Tetszik Ruhad. And Tetszik Afan. It's very nice. What's one piece of advice you would give to your younger self? It's so random.
To learn to be alone.
Learn to be alone.
Yeah.
That's deep. Good.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that. I need that. I'm always wanting to be around people. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys. See you. So, learn to be alone, guys. I didn't want to disturb him anymore. I'm fucking shooting a live stream and shit. But, yeah, two little baddies there. The point is, when you're day gaming and if you come off like you're about to game them before you approach, they will more likely reject you. But if you walk up and you're just like, hey, like I have my book in hand, I'm like, hey, excuse me, quick question. I just thought you guys were beautiful. You could do that, spam that as many times as you want. Works very well. But if you're walking up like, hey, how's it going? I just want to say hi. Then they know you're gaming. Does that make sense, guys? Anyways, kind of advanced there. But the point is, anywhere that's oversaturated and more competition, especially with people who aren't as calibrated, which are most people, even myself included sometimes, it's just the nature of day game, you will have a lot of girls get turned off to cold approach and will reject you faster. But if you dial in your game and you have very good energy, you can get past anything. And here's the best part, night game. The night game here is better than the day game. Most places night game is better than the day game objectively, as far as volume and logistics, but less gamers can handle night game because it's so intimidating, it's so degenerate, it's so crazy. So go out sober and you do night game, and I've never had a problem with competition, ever. Unless you're in the trenches. After 1 a.m., it's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I have met a lot of other gamers here, and I will say I'm very unimpressed with the other gamers in Budapest. Some are cool, the coolest ones are in my community, and I know it sounds like I'm bragging or boasting, it's just objectively true. I have the most positive community here. Other gamers I see here are super weirdly competitive, and anytime I try to like say hi, they're just like, their ego gets flared. Or if you like, it's so easy to steal their girls too if they're trying to game a girl, because they get super reactive and jealous, which kind of puts you on the pedestal, and they're super competitive in a weird way, and they don't want to connect, and they're almost like, it's just, they're super insecure, man. And I see it all the time. And some are cool, but it's like most gamer guys that I meet here are honestly weird. And it kind of makes me like, I'm like, God, that's sad. Guys who take pickup too seriously tend to be coming from a very hurt place. Whereas the guys I've attracted, or I'm trying to attract, are people who just want to be social and live a good life. I kind of started off more of like a travel backpacker, adventurer personality on my YouTube, and then I transitioned into dating. So I've attracted a different crowd, which has been nice. But that being said, listen, I can get weirdly competitive and insecure as well. So we're all human at the end of the day, and I get it. But I will say I've been very like, not at all. Bro, you want to talk about where is fucking flooded with gamers, where I felt actually insecure and like the competition was ridiculous? Bali, the competition, you're like, what the fuck? There's so many cool guys here. It's insane. And there's not enough girls to go around. It's insane. And it inflates, like male attention becomes super hyper inflated. Whereas here, bro, you don't have anything to worry about, truthfully. Then the volume is insane. Budapest, for sure. Without a doubt, Budapest. Yeah, not even a question, man. Budapest is better for same-day pools, to answer your question. Day game and night game. You might have to go on a date here. Same with Bali, though. Yeah, Budapest. It's not even a competition, bro. It's not even a competition. Bro, ask any of my friends, like, when I was in Budapest, when I was in Bali, I was like, I just can't wait to get back to Budapest. And then I pulled the same day I pulled like the second day back after arriving, and I only did like 5 approaches. It was insane. All right, guys, so let's move on to some other habits that I want to reintroduce into my life that really kept me sane, kept me good. and that is putting my health first. I let my health go, and part of that was very necessary. There's a bell, so I'm gonna walk away from the bell because it's loud. I sacrificed my health for my business, and part of it was necessary, but most of it wasn't. I didn't have to do that. It was harder to stay healthy when I'm grinding and on immersions and on boot camp. I understand why it happened, but now I realize that health has to come first. For a while, I didn't really care about being too super in shape and jacked, but now I do. I actually am on a pretty big health journey recently, and I want to get back into that big time. Running every day, and I think really the secret, the cheat code that I have written down here that I brainstormed is I have to join fighting again. Fighting, see the thing with running and working out is it's boring. It's fucking boring, and there's so much stuff to do. But fighting, you can train for 2 hours at the fight gym, get insane cardio in, and it's engaging and fun, and you make friends. It's amazing. Fighting is the secret. 3 times a week, if I were fighting, game over, man. Game over. So yeah, sunlight, sleep, training hard, fight gym, still doing weights, running every day, shit like that. And honestly, man, I have a lot of other things written down here, but I want to talk about the core daily habits, the core habits. Another one is not sleeping around with girls who are draining. So I pulled a lot of girls who are really hot, but really toxic. And it's kind of tempting when you're out a lot and you're gaming all the time and that's what you do. But truthfully, in the last year, I would say it's been a little bit too much, and I could slow down on that a lot. Suffering from success, I guess you could say. Calisthenics is cool. It's not my thing though. Calisthenics is fun, but I don't know. I like it. I could do it probably once a week, but nothing is compared to fighting for me as far as training hard. So, and then the last thing, honestly, I think that I've pretty much hit everything. I'm gonna free flow now for the last 10 minutes. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, the title of this, I fell off. Yeah, man, I fell off my health. And yesterday, I reflected on everything. And I had a very successful year and a lot of cool things happened. But I wasn't the strongest version of myself possible. Like during the meetup, when I had the meetup, I wasn't on top of my shit. I had an epic meetup. 13 guys came. So many people had, like it was one of the best meetups ever. You can see it on my Instagram. I have a lot of photos of it. Everyone had fun. I did as good as I could do. But was my game at its best? No. Was my sleep dialed in? No. I was a little burnt out from immersions. Was my health dialed in? No. Was my eating routine dialed in? No. Was my game dialed in? Sort of, but when everything else is out of whack, your game suffers because of it. And next time I have a meetup like that, I want to make sure that I come with full force. I was editing the videos of the meetup, and it's epic, but I know my potential, and when I see myself, I'm like, I'm burnt out. You know, I'm not enthusiastic. I'm pushing through. I'm like yawning in the middle of the day game sessions. I'm like, that's a burnt out Nico. That's a Nico who didn't take care of his health for a year. That's a Nico who worked a little bit too much and prioritized the wrong things, sleeping around with a little bit too many girls, choosing just wrong decisions, ignoring the things that got me to where I am today, which is everything I just said. Taking care of your health first, having a clear mind, staying consistent with things, being a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, following through with it to the best of my ability. So, yeah, it's time to get back on. And I think the foundation for all of this is just having a clear mind. Distractions, addictions to distractions is the number one thing that's slowing us down. Getting out, getting sunlight, having good friends around you, what I said in the beginning, having those friends that lift you up. Man, hanging out with Sean, I feel so fucking motivated. I need more friends like that, man. Way more. Also, another thing that I fucked up on this last year, and this is actually, I need to talk about this, guys. This is huge. First, let me show you this, but this is something that, biggest mistake I made this last year. I'll tell you guys in a sec. It's huge. It's huge. But first, let me show you what's going on. The cool thing about Budapest is there's always something going on in this city that's free. You don't always have to pay to enjoy the city. It's a vibe everywhere you go. Whee! What a vibe. That's dope, man. Look at that. All right. That's fucking cool, man. That's truly, Budapest is a magical city. I'll always be back here. Always be back. But living in a place versus visiting for even a month or two is super different. Living in a place versus visiting, two different things, as you guys know. So the number one thing that I messed up this year is I surrounded myself with the wrong people. People who were not loyal. People who ultimately, a lot of the times, fuck me over. Not intentionally sometimes, but they would. Trying to do business with friends. And surrounding myself with people who were more interested in their fun and selfish reasons, not seeing me as human, just seeing me as this person that they could leech off of or gain some opportunity from, whether it be joining my immersions for free or living with me in Bali, anything. There's a lot of things I could say. Is I trusted and put my trust in the wrong people and ignored red flags, clear red flags from people who are not looking out after me as a human and not real friends. I surrounded myself, and had a lot of fun too, but surrounded myself and tried to do serious business or create a connection with people who are not right for my life. Living with people who are super toxic and not right for my life. Like being around people who are not seeing me as human. That's the number one thing I could say. And people who are not motivated. Like living with people who are not on their shit. That fucking affects you, man. When you're around people who are on their phone all day, they're drinking every night, having these same people try to help me with immersions too, like unhappy clients because of that. I thought I was picky with who I surrounded myself with. Well, now I realize I wasn't picky enough. And I kind of had this illusion that if they found me through my channel, that automatically means they should be my friend. It's not true, man. It's not true, and that's okay. And I think everyone who follows me is amazing and is a cut above other regular ass people I'd want to hang out with. But the truth is, someone being in my community, someone being a subscriber doesn't automatically mean they're going to be the right person to be a friend and try to connect with them, even if they're my client. And I love my clients. I have some of the best clients and best community in the world for the game. When it comes to approaching, I would say I've optimized for the last year. The people who I have around me, I've optimized only for people who are good at game, when they all were phenomenal at game, and which is approaching women, but not phenomenal in other areas. That's the best way I can put it. And that was kind of a random epiphany I just had just now. I'm like, that's why. The reason why they were in my life is because we'd go out and they'd crush it. And I'd be like, I want these people around me. They're crushing it. They're great wingmen. Great wingmen. But in so many other areas, not great. And that is okay. But I have to learn that, okay, some friends might be good for going out and game, but that doesn't make them good for everything else. All right, guys. Any questions? Drop it. I'm gonna read some things that we had. Quick question: if you had to defend yourself in battle using only a kind of fruit or vegetable, which one would you choose? I would choose. It's a good question. Fucking watermelon, or some kind of melon. Boom! Smash it. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever have a situation where you was dating a girl for a few weeks, months, and you thought it was going great, but she unexpectedly said at some point she's not feeling it and wants to be friends? Yes, but I have really good judgment on these girls, and I saw it coming a mile away. I could tell when a girl's really in love and when she's not. Sorry if it's a little loud. We have music here. It's cool, but let me move away a little. Yeah, I have. I had one girl. She was a baddie, man. I never got her in the videos, but she knew what I did. Probably the hottest girl I've ever pulled. Honestly, if I could spend one night with anyone right now, it'd be her. Fuck, man, what a baddie. We saw each other for 2 months. I actually ended up moving away to Bali, and then that's where we cut contact. But I could see where she wasn't deeply in love. I could see that this was a one-time attachment. This was not this was a short attachment. So yeah, it's happened. But for some reason, I'm good. This is one of my strengths, is reading people, and I've never been let down because I've never expected that. Like the girl I'm dating now, I would be surprised if she dropped off right away. I'd be like, no, dude, she's in love. I know what that feels like. What time is it? Speaking of, she's coming in like 7 minutes and I have to make it home first. So I have to rush. We're all gonna go out and do a nature thing, my friends and I. Good question, by the way. Really good question. As part of the game, you get better at reading these girls. you realize that some girls are good for fun, some girls are good for something more serious. Same thing with the friends thing. You know where I have bad judgment? I've had really bad judgment of the bros. I've had really bad judgment of the bros I have around me. Terrible judgment. I've had to learn the hard way this last year. Of the brothers I've had around me. I've let in too many guys who have been more destructive to my life than productive. But also, I love all the bros around me. So if you're one of the bros who are in my life, I love you. I love you, bro. It's just, I want more serious friends around me. People who are truly ready to conquer the world, like conquer life. And I realize that it's best to have these people, like, be very selective with who you have around you, good and bad, and be capable and okay with being alone. With that one girl said earlier, which is actually pretty cool. What did you do? Cut all contact? Remain friends? Oh, with the girl? Bro, honestly, if it's a romantic relationship, you can't, you could try to remain friends. Not my game, not my style. And also most girls, I tried to contact her when I came back to Budapest, and she was dating somebody and she didn't respond, which I respect. I mean, that's the game, bro. You can never be too attached to anyone unless they give you the green flags too. So I was a little let down, like, damn, she was a baddie. But I wasn't like, no, where is she? I was like, nah, it's okay. I understand. Well, I'm gonna find a new girl. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna go hop one day. Actually, the girl I'm dating now, she's fucking amazing, man. And the sex is amazing. But that other girl, man, oh my god. I mean, it was too good. I would get too much dopamine from the what we were doing in bed. It was too much. So yeah. Anyways, okay. All right, let me finish these questions. I'm watching you for a while. I'm having a hard time missing my ex. 4 years to the bin for no reason. I'm trying hard not to contact her, even if it's hard. I don't want to rush anything, focus on myself, but feeling lonely is hard. Yeah, man, you have to start cold approach. You have to. Your girl's getting hit on. If she's hot, especially, she's getting hit on right after the relationship. Because she's a girl, and sure, her biological clock is shorter than yours, so she has to move on faster. You have to do cold approach. You will always feel lonely. You need intimacy. You have to do cold approach. It's going to be very hard. You also have to make good friends. Have good friends around you. You need a new environment. You need to switch things up. You got to get your mind off. Any advice for the first few years saving for business? I think you're on the right track. Save your money for business. Most people, they just spend and blow their money. I did that. Start the business now. What do you mean by saving for business? You should start a business now. Start small. You shouldn't invest like a fuck ton of money into a business you don't even know works yet. Make the money from the business. Homie Dan, suffering from success. Trying my best, brother. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick live. Love you guys. I gotta go. My girl's waiting. I'll see you guys in the next one. Shout out to God. It's time to get back on my shit. Next time you see me here, I'll probably most likely have a haircut. I might actually wait till now. I have a boot camp next week, so I have to get one before the boot camp starts. But actually, I like the raw look. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.